Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is my first ever sit down vlog. I don't know, sit down chat with me video. Anyway, for those who don't know me, my name's Naomi Tokozledere and I'm Zambian. I just decided to make this video, I don't know, to motivate someone who's going through something right now. And I know 2020 has been very challenging for most of us anyway. So I just decided to make this video for somebody who's in a low place or just needed a little bit of brightness today. And this video is just about my spiritual journey and how I'm growing in my faith and how God has been good to me, and just His grace has been so amazing in my life. So basically, my spiritual journey began when I got out of a relationship, like a few months in a Christian household, and I actually did know God ever since I was a kid. And then it's only a few months ago that I actually decided to get to know God on a different level, and I got baptized this year. What actually made me decide was, I don't know, I just had it in me that I really needed to know God a little bit more, and it was just this thing inside of me that really wanted to know God a little bit more. So I decided to take baptism classes at my church, Reformed Church in Zambia, and I did that I was supposed to do that for 6 months, but then surprisingly, because of COVID, I actually did it for 2 weeks, and it was an intensive 2 weeks. We had to do it like every day until my last day of baptism, where I actually had to sit down for an exam, and then we had to pass the exams in order for us to actually be baptized. So it was actually great. And then in those 2 weeks, I actually started to realize that as I got to know God a little bit more, I started to change, like a lot of things within me just started, even just the way I think. So as I got to learn the word and just spending more time with God, God started revealing things to me that I actually noticed. Even the way I behave, even my way of thinking started changing. It's just been, so I decided to name this episode as 2020 my unintentional year of purpose, because a lot of things that have actually been happening to me I didn't really plan for, but then I realized that God has been with me through it all, and this is just God showing me that He's actually moving me into my purpose. That's why I decided to name it that. So for the fact that God has just been good to me, and even in my worst, I just feel like He's really there for me, and it's just amazing. Like, just from the beginning of this year, I've actually lost friends. I even lost my supposed love of my life, and then my mom's health has been just going from bad to worse, and I lost my grandmother this year. But then it's just coming, just knowing the fact that God has been there with me. And it's just to realize that everything works for the good, and I know that God has a plan, and everything that's happening has a purpose in my life. I may not understand it today or tomorrow, but then I know eventually everything will work out according to God's plan. And it just gives me peace. It just gives me a little confidence in myself, a little confidence in what God has for me. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I can't sit here and say everything is okay, but I know for sure that I am at peace of where I am today. I am at peace with myself and just how my life is going right now, because I know it's going in the right direction. I feel like I am exactly where I'm supposed to be right now, and I'm just content and grateful for just everything. I know everything happened. It had to happen, I guess. It had to happen. I had to lose everything, my friends, even the job I actually thought I dreamt I wanted. But then because of COVID, I actually had to stay here in Zambia. And I was supposed to go work in Malaysia, but then my student visa had expired, and then I had to come back to Zambia. So during the process of them trying to get me a work permit, COVID happened, so everything was shut down. But then still during that process, my mom's health just went south, and then I had no option but to stay here because I didn't have a work permit to go work in Malaysia. And also I just felt like even if I did have it, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to go with my mom's health not really being okay. So here I am. But then it's been a lot, but I'm still grateful that I'm going through what I'm going through, because if it weren't for this, I really wouldn't have known God the way I know him right now. And I'm just blessed and grateful for just him choosing me every day, and then him just making me realize that I'm his child, and I've been a sinner, but he still calls me his child. He still calls me his friend. And it's just been, I feel like everything that I went through or I'm going through has been worth it, because I may have lost the things I actually valued in my life, but then I gained something even greater, and that's just knowing God's love, and then just knowing that I'm moving into my purpose, the one that God actually planned for me. And it's just been great, and I'm grateful for that. So in case you're just in a place where you're impatient and you really want God to do things right away, just remember this: like, you really can't rush God to do what you want him to do if you really want it to last forever. So be it your career, be it just anything, your relationship, especially for my single ladies out there, take your time. Don't rush into a relationship you really don't want. This is just for somebody who's going through something. I don't care what religious beliefs you have, just know that prayer is everything. Pray, spend time with just finding yourself and realizing your weaknesses. Just believe and trust the process. You got this. You're not alone. God really has your back. he really does. And just you waking up today is a sign that you have purpose and God is not done with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.